You think the bedazzled jersey can make it into the Patriots Hall of Fame?
Oh, that would be big.
We're going to need you to up your play count, though. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Double Coverage with the McCourty twins. I
thought I was opening.
I am the better half, Devin McCourty, along with...
I thought I was opening.
Some guy I just met a couple years ago.
I got to talk first.
You don't. You never get to talk first.
Jason McCourty here, the younger twin, unfortunately.
From now on, I want you to learn, as soon as we start, when I speak, you listen, don't talk. Deal?
As much as possible with this podcast, make sure you try to disregard what Dev says. Listen up to me. This is where you're going to get the information you need, the entertainment that's wanted. I'm bringing it to you live from... We're in Dev's basement.
I didn't want you to tell that. It's supposed to be secret.
Well, there's no IPS addresses pinging off this place and that place. No one's going to find you.
If you want to go see, what we're doing, McCourty Twins, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, hit us on the social media. We're doing everything.
We try to. That's what Mom wanted. So
who's helping us with all of this?
Oh, we got some sponsors going on. Boston Medical Center, Next Step, Embrace Kids Foundation. Everybody kind of joining together to help us in our fight to tackle sickle cell. So we got some sponsors here that we want to thank them for helping us bring this podcast to you and just some enjoyment to your lives.
And if you're wondering, this is all Jason's idea with the laptops. He was kind of the nerdy one in school.
I majored in IT.
He wanted us to look smart and do all of this stuff. So I said, why not? Let's do it. Let's get it going. So why'd you want to start a podcast, buddy?
I'm back with my brother. We're on the same team again.
A happy moment for Mom, not so much for me.
It's been almost, 10 years?
Well, I do have to give you credit. You've been here 1 week. You haven't made us
I've been here since April.
I'm just saying, after one game, you haven't made us lose. You haven't made us lose a game. So if you did, we probably would have got rid of you.
No, we
got rid of you by now.
No. My 6 plays on defense were strong.
And the
last pass breakup, and that's strong.
The last time you won a game before Sunday? I
didn't play in our last game in Tennessee, so that was probably middle of December 2016. It's been a while.
Exactly. Just follow it.
It's like riding a bike.
So how was it? Yo, you know what? I read something. You've been on.
You read?
Yeah, you've been on 3 teams in 3 years. Sounds rough.
It is rough.
Wife still with you?
Yeah, she gotta go. So Dev do us part.
How was the move? How was all of that?
Man, it's different. Fortunately for me, blessed, I was able to spend 8 years in Tennessee.
Debatable. Not a lot of winning going on, but continue. I won't.
Money being paid, I'll take it. Enjoyment, you know what I mean? Yeah, job is a job, Was able to build a family there. 3 kids born in Tennessee. They all say y'all. They're a little bit, a little country. But bought a house there and everything. Last year had to move out to Cleveland where it wasn't sunny.
Warm city.
No, it wasn't sunny at all. Definitely on Sundays was pretty dreary.
But at least you win.
At least what?
At least you win.
In Cleveland?
Oh, you went 0-16. I forgot.
We made history.
Was that rough?
Was it rough?
I mean, LeBron.
We're not here to talk about Cleveland. Then I made the move to New England, Massachusetts. I'm in this area. It's been fun so far. It's been some changes, a lot of good.
For 31 years, you've been tugging at me, so you moved across the street. Kids running around earlier today, chaos upstairs. Right?
Definitely chaos. Too bad they left. Well, I guess it's bath time. They had to go home.
I'm sure at some point we'll see them join the segment.
Yeah, I guess so. Hopefully not, though. But no, definitely, man. It's been a crazy experience. The actual trade happening was probably even more wild. Finish the season.
Tell them about my
season
skills.
in Cleveland. Didn't think that I would be back in Cleveland.
Because of the 0-16.
Get the call from the GM that I'm going to be released. Talk to my wife. I'm like, well, we kind of expected this. We'll see what's next. It would be really cool to get a chance to play alongside Dev. Fast forward an hour later, phone starts buzzing, get a FaceTime. It's Dev. Answer the FaceTime. I'm like, man, what's up? You've just been traded to the New England Patriots.
Just saying, breaking news.
So I'm thinking
top 5 moment ever.
I got 3 kids. I got married.
Top 5 moment.
Hopefully that's pushed out pretty soon. But I
guess you got drafted.
I got drafted.
But nobody saw it. It came across.
No, they saw it. It was a Bud Light commercial, and it came across the bottom. Tennessee Titans with the 203rd pick in the 2009 draft. One of their best draft picks too. They're proud of that.
So, I don't think so. If you had to bring one memory from the last time we played together, and you wanted to bring that back to life here in New England.
When was the last time we played together?
At Rutgers.
Yeah, I'm saying, what game was that?
Oh, wait.
That was
I
a
don't know if we
Papa.
wanna
That was a
tell 'em
Papa
the bowl.
John. That was a Papa John's bowl.
We don't use Papa John's.
Free pizza.
We don't talk about Papa John's anymore. Right
No,
now.
we don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
not
we
at
played
all.
in some pizza bowl. Oh, Bill calls them like pizza bowls.
Okay, we
That
played in
means
a
you played
pizza.
in a trash bowl.
Yeah, toilet bowl.
Yeah.
But whatever, we'll get past that. In that game, you got an interception to seal the deal. Yeah.
Oh,
I was just
well,
looking at a picture of that
It
today.
would have been rough to win if my man Dange Russ ain't get hurt.
Yeah, man. Russell Wilson, we played against him in the first half of that game, and
Tough.
just as impressive as he looked in Seattle, he looked that day on the field running around as we were chasing him. So it was definitely crazy, man. But I guess it's almost been 10 years since we played on the same team. Back at Rutgers, where I had to kind of get you a scholarship there. In high school, you didn't play that well, so.
Well, I mean, a little bit, but high school was a little different. You know, life progresses, things happen, you know.
You play good or you don't.
Speaking of high school today, 9/11.
Yeah.
Speaking of high school, we were in 9th grade when that happened. So I think a very important day to always take time and remember the different families of what they probably go through on a day like
the
today.
lives that were lost. A lot of brave people that day going into that building, risking their lives to save others. That memory will always stick with me. It's so crazy. You're in a locker room with so many different guys from so many different places, and an event like 9/11 means a lot to a lot of people in different ways.
And everyone usually remembers where they were, what they were
exactly.
doing.
Especially us going to school in New Jersey, North Jersey. You're about 30 minutes from New York City. So I remember sitting in the exact class I was in as a freshman and being in there and how chaotic it was, and nobody kind of knowing what was going on, what was happening, and we kind of getting an idea but not too sure. Giuliani was at our school, and
Andrew Giuliani, Mayor Giuliani's son,
at the time,
actually went to high school with us.
and they came and pulled him out of class right away. And like, we're all sitting there like, man, what's going on here? And getting back home, getting off the bus that day, and my mom had the TV on with the news, and she was just explaining to us, you know, what had taken place. And obviously we're in 9th grade, you understand it, but you probably at the time didn't understand the magnitude of what was going on and how sad that was, and so many friends that had family members of people that passed away in that event. It was just a terrible day for our country, but amazing to see how people pull together after to build back up and to get to where we are today. So many people paying homage to those who lost their lives.
Definitely. Then coming here to New England and getting a chance to meet Joe Andruzzi and his brothers actually being a part of the fire department and being some of the first responders, like you said, it gave a whole new meaning. You know, you had your personal story of people you knew whose parents or aunts, uncles, you know, worked either in the World Trade Center or around it. But then coming here and kind of talking to Joe and listening to his story, and then seeing all the different specials, I thought that was special to see what it meant to him. You know, not to lose someone, but to have brothers who are part of the brave men and women that ran in there and tried to save lives. So 9/11, definitely a very important day, something I think we'll always remember. And really, I think gives a great appreciation for family, time spent with family, because events like that, you kind of never know when things like that happen, and you don't get another day to say I love you or something.
Yeah, you lean on your family and those around you, and that's what's been really cool just being here is just the amount of family for me moving up to this New England area that you have around me. First home game this past week.
Does that mean you're just used to, like, since you were in Tennessee and Cleveland, the family was like, I'm not going to see him play?
You don't know how awesome that is. You don't have to entertain anybody. You don't have to pick nobody up from the airport. It's just you and your wife.
But there's no love. They don't love you. They don't want to come see you play. Well, I guess unless we play in the Patriots.
So you tell me, every game you've played in, how many times do you look up in the stands in the third quarter of the game and you see your wife sitting there? You don't know if she came to the game or not.
Nah, I know. I could feel it.
No, you know your wife. You don't know if she got ready in time to make it to the game, because it takes 6 hours to get ready to go anywhere.
You know she gonna watch this.
So what?
So I'm just saying, if you happen to eat some of our food one day and you're in the bathroom all day, you know why.
Well, I'm going to be mad at you. You got to run your house. Don't run around it.
Hey, once you go on air and you speak about somebody, it's all fair.
Man,
all fair game.
if we can edit that out though,
It's all fair game. No,
we
she's
can
gonna
make,
see that.
we
I'm
can
gonna
make
tell
that
her.
happen.
A little pillow talk never hurt anybody.
Yeah, but I mean, before you interrupted me, just having family down here was cool. I mean, it's a zoo. You know, there's so many people. You're just splitting up as many people at the house as possible. You can stay in here. You can stay in the basement. You get this guest room. Everybody got a shower in that bathroom because, you know, the kids bathe upstairs. So we don't want, I'm not trying to.
We should bring the kids slide down from my living room one time, or we get the bounty house from your basement and let the people see a live look.
Do a live podcast
exactly
during kid mayhem.
Exactly what it is, and especially for all those young kids who might be thinking about becoming a parent. Don't be scared. It's beautiful, but you need to see some reality. Definitely need to see some reality.
Beautiful is a term that you can use very loosely.
Wow, you're really taking shots. First
no,
of all,
I'm just saying.
Family. It's going to be a rough week for you.
I'm just saying. But Mommy got to be on the sideline in the game Sunday.
Got a picture with Thundercat, a.k.a. RKK, a.k.a. Mr. Kraft.
Man. Yeah, man.
Now, a lot of nicknames here in New England.
It only took me coming here for her to be able to get sideline passes and to be able to get that type of access, what you've been doing.
You could say that, but she was on a sideline pass one time. I donated to the Mayo Bowl charity.
Oh, so you won it. Luck of the draw.
No, a live auction.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I compete.
She had the bedazzled jersey on.
That was nice. That was really nice.
But we need to get a picture on here.
You think
she made it herself though?
You think the bedazzled jersey can make it into the Patriots Hall of Fame?
Oh, that would be big.
We're gonna need you to up your play count though.
Yeah, we are. In order to do that. But you got to think about it though. We can get this bedazzled jersey in front of some people. She made it herself.
We can start a business.
Life after football. Have mom bedazzling jerseys, shipping them out, sending them out.
Nothing like extorting your mom for a post.
Hey, we be the sole investor. So 80-20 split's not bad. We take 80% of the profit.
Not even 60-40.
She get her 20. I mean, we're supplying everything.
Better than what she had, I guess. But
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with it.
The bedazzled jersey, it looked good.
She might get some time just off this. Us mentioning shit.
But we gotta upload the image.
But I'm just saying, we already started our marketing part of being a part of this brand. Bedazzled jerseys by Momma Mac. Just like that.
You're such an innovator. But I mean, it was insane. Saturday night, Melissa texted me. For you guys that don't know, Melissa is my wife of almost 5 years now. We've been together for 11, maybe 12 years. It gets confusing between 3 kids running around the household. Dev's chasing me. He's been with his wife for, put him on the spot,
about 9 years.
Oh, strong.
No, maybe that's a stretch. 8 years. 8 years.
Okay.
Married for 2 years.
So I got married in April, and then you went and got married. What month did you get married in?
April 30th.
Oh, wow. So twins.
At least I said the full date.
I got drafted first. You've been chasing me. I mean, I haven't been able to.
You went in the 6th round. I went in the 1st round. I wouldn't really call that a full chase.
You've been to Pro Bowls, all pro.
Yeah, it's not a...
Yeah, I've been eating out of the cereal bowls during the playoffs and the Super Bowl. So we make it work. However you got to make it work. But I mean, Melissa texted me Saturday, our older brother Larry and my 2-year-old son, they bump heads. They both got knots on their heads.
Life comes at you fast.
But that's what happens when you don't have family coming down for games. You don't have to worry about stuff like that.
My man's getting his head ready for football. No CTE for him, buddy.
Nah, man. I mean, maybe so. Maybe he decides to go into football, but who knows? Maybe not. We do have a cool portion for everyone listening. We came up with something that we like to call our group chat segment. So if anyone, I'm sure if you use your cell phone, you have some type of group chats going on. It could be about anything. You could be talking about usually a girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, significant other, I'll say, work. Everyone usually talks bad about work in a group chat. Talk about something you just seen on TV, shows, anything. So what we got today? What you want to talk about on our group chat? What is there not to talk about on a group chat?
I'm just saying, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B got in a fight. We could go to the hip hop culture. You want to go?
Why were they fighting?
I don't know. I heard on the radio this morning.
See, that's your household. You talk about this nonsense. I don't talk about this nonsense.
It was on the radio.
So what happened?
They really didn't say. They just said they got in a fight.
So you bring this up and you don't even have the background
I said,
on
do you want to talk about it? It's a yes or no. If you want to say no,
well, let's discuss it.
No.
Let's discuss it.
You gonna jump on Google?
Yeah, versus Cardi B.
He's an IT major, so let's see how long it takes him to get to a credible source.
It doesn't. No. This is gossip stuff. It doesn't have to be credible. And in you play in the NFL. All I have to do is say sources say. I don't have to quote anybody. I don't have to say any names. You just have to say sources.
What we got? I think it was something about a baby. Talking about somebody's baby.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Cardi B wasn't happy with things that Nicki Minaj was saying about her, the type of mom she was. But it wasn't an actual fight. No one got any licks in.
So that's a good thing. We don't promote violence. Well, what'd you do this weekend? I know what I did, and I think you were with me.
I took place in the Patriots' first win of the season.
No, I'm talking about after.
We hit that Drake.
How did you celebrate?
We hit that Drake and Migos concert.
Drizzy.
Great time.
Great time. We tried to get on stage. I don't know if any of you seen the concert, but they do a half-court shot and a free throw. But they picked some guy from the crowd, tall.
Jason Tatum threw up a few bricks.
Yeah, they could have called us out there for some
Nah.
Shout out Jason Tatum, though, baller.
Yeah,
Baller.
yeah.
Oh, we should get some Celtics jerseys up here. I want Bill Russell, though.
Why would you?
You know, I told him I wanted Bill Russell in our background. He tried to shut down Bill Russell.
Why?
Coach, rings.
I'm just saying, why do
you?
you assume that I'm a Celtics fan?
I'm not saying you got to be a Celtics fan, but you go to the
Bill
games.
Russell is a legend.
But all right, what pass? You go to the games.
Yeah, I've been to a few of them.
I connected you, so you should do something for me. If I say put a Celtics jersey up,
we can do Bill Russell.
All right, we do Kyrie Irving too. From Jersey.
From Jersey, we can rep Kyrie Irving.
We can do that.
Yeah, that's not bad. We can do that.
I'm just happy you had fun, man. I don't know.
But the Drake concert was a good time. Who'd you like? Drake, Migos? Which one was your favorite?
Both. They both put on a great show, and it was cool to see all of the production and everything they did with the stage, stuff floating everywhere, like lights everywhere.
You were pretty popular there. I mean, I got there before you.
Well, one of the main issues was I would probably say Deron Harmon was probably the main issue. I think he was the most popular.
This is one of the advantages of looking like your brother when he's so big in his city, and you're just such. I mean, I've met people. I was on the train. And I'm on a train. I'm coming from New Jersey, coming to Massachusetts. I'm with Caden, my middle son, who's 2. And we're on the train and we're coming and we get there and the guy recognized me. He was like, "Hey, are you Devin McCourty?" And I'm like, "No, I'm the other one. I'm Jason, blah, blah, blah." And he was just like, "I mean, we love your brother up here. I mean, he can run for office here. Like just the way he talks. He executes what he wants to say so good. And we just love him here." And I was like, "Yeah, man, that's awesome." He asked me if I needed help with my bags.
He didn't say the same thing about you because I executed so well.
Yeah, thank you. Whatever. Left him alone. He comes back up to me to talk about you. So fast forward, we're in TD Garden yesterday. We get there before you. Me and Eric.
Oh, I didn't hear this story.
Yeah, me and Eric were there. So we don't know how to get to our seats or any of that. So we're asking somebody, and immediately I ask somebody, and they're like, "Oh, welcome back. So good to see you. Don't even worry about it. I'll take you exactly to where you need to go." E-Rose
in TD Garden way more than me.
Well, they
escorted the games. E-Row is on the baseline every game.
They escorted us everywhere we needed to be till we got to the next person. That person took us to the next person.
Well, I'm mad you did that because I walked a long way and nobody recognized me, so they must have just thought I was Jason.
But when we got to the suite, everybody wanted to come in and take pictures with you.
That was Deron's fault. He opened the door and was like, "Come on in, everybody."
Yeah, I mean,
you see two people that look alike. I don't know if they knew we played football. They just thought we looked alike.
I don't really look like you.
They probably thought we was handsome. Oh, speaking of handsome.
Oh,
handsome, what the people see.
Yeah, we got a
post-career,
a GQ style magazine right here, man. Me kind of pulling Dev along with me.
Jay said he's gonna buy copies for all the listeners and viewers. Send it to you free. GQ style, Tyler the Creator.
You said I'm gonna buy that?
Yep. You said Tennessee, no state tax. You did that for 8 years. That's what you told us.
You
said the checks didn't bounce.
You don't go on Twitter?
You said the checks didn't bounce.
There was news today.
What?
I take a pay cut. We're gonna need you to handle this stuff.
Anyways, what do they say? You never talk about money, politics, and religion, man.
That's the point of this. We need to talk about all of that.
No, we don't talk about that right now.
Oh, see, you've been. That's because you've been here too long. You think you can't express yourself?
No, today. Look, it's right there, a bullet point. I was on MSNBC and Outside the Lines, ESPN.
Okay, all right. You're
talking about change. What'd you do today on your off day? You slept.
I was tired.
Still hurt from the Drake concert.
Yeah, I can't stay up late anymore.
You found out one thing.
Well, that's the thing, though.
We found out in New England, we win and celebrate.
Okay, I'm cool with that. But then I had to wake up at 6:45. My oldest is in elementary school. We had to get her to school. You know how hard it is. You know how hard it is waking a 5-year-old girl up, getting her ready to school. She doesn't want to wear pants because she wants to wear a dress. She doesn't want to brush her teeth because the house is cold.
Then you tell me to run your household, not run around it. I stayed up late talking to Davon.
I'm just saying.
We got a friend who's
ATF.
a federal agent. He came and he hung out with us, and I was talking to him, talking about life, what he does.
Okay, I respect that. Did you get up at 6:45?
No, because
well, then that was the point of the conversation.
I went to sleep at 4:30.
What did you talk about on MSNBC and Outside the Lines today?
We talking about the Players Coalition. I am a chairman there, economic advancement and education. So we just talked about the different things we're doing. You've actually participated too, wearing T-shirts in pregame. This last game, we all wore a T-shirt that said "Cash bail equals poverty trap." And coming up, throughout the month of September, we're going to highlight the cash bail system of trying to reform and put an end to cash bail. Did you notice that 70% of people who sit in jail have not been convicted of a crime and await trial and cannot afford to get out on bail?
I found that out, I guess, throughout this spring of just doing some work with you guys when we hosted the district attorney just kind of live forum where I was able to ask questions and talk about what was going on in our community here in which we play in. But that was a stat that I heard then, and very surprising. You've been in the coalition a lot longer than I've been, and I won't say a lot longer. It's something that's kind of just started up, but you're more in depth with it. And kind of from the outside looking in, it's been really cool to see the work that you guys have already been able to do. And just to have a small, that's what I'm getting to have a small part involved with it, man. It's amazing just to see. Earlier was just talking about the difference when you go from college to the pros, of just the ability to express yourself and tap more into who you are and who you want to be. I remember being in college, you have meetings and it's just like, this is the message we're getting out through the media this week. We're not talking about this. We're not talking about that, blah, blah, blah. We're only going to say this when we're asked X, Y, and Z. And then it's like you get to the NFL and it's just like, there's cameras in front of your face, there's microphones, and it's just like, you have to really sit down and say, okay, who do I want to be? What do I want to address? What do I want to do with my platform? So to see the work the coalition is doing, not just the coalition, obviously guys like Eric Reed, like Colin Kaepernick, Kenny Stills, the guys out. There's so many different guys within our game doing a lot of things that they feel is right to be able to advance themselves, people that have come from where they come from, or places like they've come from. So that's been a great thing to see.
Don't take over the show, man. Don't take. You're talking way too much. Don't take a.
That's my job.
It's back and forth. Well, you let me get some input in there.
Oh, I thought I was the host and you were the co-host.
No, I mean, no. We're both co-hosts. There's no true host. Two co-hosts.
Did you have something to add?
That part? Or? Not now. I forgot.
So that's the thing.
Listening to you. I'm still hung up on the GQ magazine. I didn't know I had a career.
There's a little video of that too.
What are those called? Vignettes?
Vignettes.
Yeah. I'm trying to learn.
Come on, man. You're only 31. You still got to be. You got daughters. You got a daughter. You got to be able to stay hip.
Tonight, once we finish this up, I'm looking at Power and Ozark.
You didn't see the finale?
Not yet.
You didn't see what happened?
Don't ruin it. I'm looking at Power finale and Ozark to be the nightcap for tonight.
Oh, the season 3 I finished of Billions was awesome. That's one of my favorite shows.
Billions went off. Season 3 went off a while ago.
But I'm just saying, now
he tells us how many kids he has and all of that.
This guy watches like 10 different TV shows.
We got some listeners
at once.
Money Heist on Netflix. Check that out.
But that's
only 2 seasons, 13 episodes. First one 9.
Snowfall.
Episodes. Snowfall, great.
What other shows are you like? How many shows are you currently watching right now?
I'm old school. I still watch MTV Challenge. I know you're gonna bash me on
MTV Challenge.
It's still good, bro. Final Reckoning right now.
I don't even know what that means.
I watch Shooter, USA show, Queen of the South, USA show, Suits, USA
all
show.
Currently right now you watch these shows.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, all 3 are still on. What just went on? Animal Kingdom on TNT just went off. I watched 6, about the SEAL Team 6 on the History Channel. Iron Fist back on Netflix, so I gotta watch that. I mean, that's just the name of food. I watch, obviously, if you're going to watch Iron Fist, you watch Luke Cage. You watch Daredevil, you watch Jessica Jones, you watch The Defender. So, why watch regular TV and football when you can watch TV shows? You do football for a living.
Do you do anything as far as being a dad? Do you bathe the kids? Do you have time between football, TV shows?
Don't worry. I watch a lot of TV shows, and I'll write a self-help book on how to be the number 1 parent.
Who's your favorite character in Power?
I I don't know. I have a favorite character in that show. Favorite character in Ozark, though?
Marty Bird.
No, Wendy Bird.
Nah,
Wendy.
man.
Wendy's out there getting it done.
Marty makes everything go, though.
He's smooth.
Yeah, without him, none of this stuff takes place. Is it believable?
The show?
Yeah.
Like, could that happen?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Actually, if I could pick one person that could pull that off, Chris Long from the Eagles.
So
Smart enough and savvy
So
enough.
are you right now saying Chris Long is
Chris Long
the
could be
reality
Marty
Marty Bird?
Definitely. He could be Marty Bird.
So you think like right now he's finding ways to launder money?
I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay.
Don't be extreme, but I'm just saying Chris could pull that off, aka Joel.
He has that
He could
personality.
definitely do that. He talks UVA grad.
I like Ozark. Power, I feel like this season started out strong. Watching the finale last night, still good, but I don't know.
Be careful before you end up on 50 Cent Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess that'll give us followers.
A lot, especially if he says he listened to the podcast. That'd be big time. But nah, I like Ozarks a lot though. That's a really good show. You know, you're right though. Wendy Bird is becoming a beast. But you're probably almost done with the show. I'm only on episode 2.
I'm on episode 1. And my son, he's been giving us a rough time.
Dang, how old?
4 months. Oh yeah, I didn't even give it back. 4 months. My daughter's 17 months.
Names?
London, my daughter, and Braden, my son.
So the cool thing, my youngest Kai and his daughter London, 11 days apart. They both think we're dad.
Yeah, they're in daycare right now, causing havoc too.
Yeah.
They didn't like they cried that much during the day.
They say it's just off and on.
Yeah.
I went to pick up today. She's excited when she comes. She's so excited when she's walking out to get in the car. She don't know whether to be happy or whether to just burst out and cry when she first sees mom. So it's pretty intense for her, but they're enjoying it, man.
It goes like that, you know. Back to work this week.
Yeah, back to work. Upcoming games. Game 2 of the season. So,
Jacksonville hot.
Yep, very, very hot.
Hydrate.
Yeah, that's been an opponent for me though. AFC South, I played against them.
Oh, we'll get some notes from
A lot.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe
We'll
not.
see. You're a smart guy though. We might get some notes. Tell the people thank you. They listen to us. That was a long time to listen to you. Tell them thank you.
I appreciate it, man. It's been awesome to be able to be here with Dev, enjoying the moments, starting a new podcast. It's been a lot of fun, man.
Again, who we thanking? Thank BMC, Boston Medical Center.
Yep. I've gotten to meet a lot of great people there too.
Shout out Justin Williams.
Yeah, the introductions that you've given me to the people that work there.
We got to get you to Next Step in Cambridge. Shout out Next Step, supporting and Embrace Kids Foundation. All great organizations that we have gotten a chance to work with. If you want to know anything about what we do with sickle cell, tackle sicklecell.org. All our up and coming events. We might as well say it right now. First podcast. Casino night coming October 22nd at Royale in Boston. Check that out. Come have a good time. And of course, if you want to know what we do in our daily life, listen to the podcast. Available iTunes. I don't know. We'll upgrade that and let everybody know.
Yeah. That's not your job.
Dreams. That's why I'm putting it out in the air. So
your job is not to say where it's going to be. You just record the content.
Again, McCourty Twins, Twitter,
Instagram,
Facebook.
There we go. No Snapchat or anything.
Dang,
like that.
I knew we was missing something. That's usually back and forth with two people.
Yeah, no.
We might get that
Snapchat,
new snap face that Bill be talking about.
Yeah, and what is it? And face. What does he say?
My face.
My face.
Yeah, we'll get that new.
It's all wrong. So I think he does it on purpose, though.
He once did say if he knew how much people would start wearing cut hoodies, he could have made a lot of money a long time ago.
And gave up coaching? I don't think so.
I didn't say give up, but you can do more than one thing.
Very true. We're doing more than one thing right now.
Thanks, everybody, listening to Double Coverage with the McCourty Twins. Catch you next week. We'll be discussing how Jay can help us more. Thank you.